Okay, so Dominic says, when is a rent to rent then perceived as an HMO? Aren't you better off taking advantage of significant tax savings doing rent to serviced accommodation? I'm not sure what you mean about the tax savings. Chris,
Okay, so you may be getting confused with capital allowances, which is to do with service accommodation if you're purchasing the property. But if you mean something else, then let me know. But as far as rent to serviced accommodation goes, it's pretty much the same concept as rent to rent, except for instead of using the property for renting the rooms out on a HMO basis, you're actually using it for serviced accommodation purposes. Okay. So it could be a holiday destination, a tourist destination, it could be an area where there's a lot of contractors working that need short-term lets. They don't want to sign up for a 6-month AST on a HMO, but they're happy to do 1 week or 1 month at a time serviced accommodation level.
The biggest challenge you've got with that is if a landlord's happy to let you take on the property as an HMO and they're aware of it and they insure it accordingly, you're not technically allowed to rent the rooms out on short-term lets, because otherwise it puts the landlord in breach of their mortgage. Obviously if you're taking over a guest house, then a guest house is short-term service accommodation, and that's exactly what it is. So you've got to be very, very careful when it comes to service accommodation, and lots of people are doing this, and lots of people are probably not aware that it will invalidate their HMO insurance if they've bought the property on an HMO mortgage and they've got HMO insurance and they're renting out properties on a short-term basis. It can invalidate the insurance, so if there's a fire, the insurance company will not pay out.
Yeah. So just to add to that, one of the things that we'll cover on the course on the 13th of September is really just understanding the difference between normal rent to rent, rent to serviced accommodation, what you have to have in place with the owner of that property regarding their mortgages, insurances, all these little things that most people just don't think about, but you need to cover your backside and make sure that you've got all the boxes ticked.